Hello, Tarot Tube. So just trying to make sure that I am live here. I believe that the broadcast has begun, but as I am my person who's streaming and my technology person and everything, I do have to just take a minute to check and make sure everything's happening correctly. Also, I do need to say that I'm sorry I'm late. I was supposed to be on like half an hour ago. Things happened. And I didn't realize it, but I guess I just don't have my face on this one. I thought I did. I think I clicked the wrong button. Well, I'm gorgeous. There you go. Okay, so here we are. And I'm going to play with my Clementia Dunbar character. Angela Donaldson has not really progressed enough to get to the divination class. So we're going to use Clementia. And I posted a video earlier today where Professor Shaw was talking trash about divination. So Professor Shaw is the astronomy teacher. So that was kind of entertaining to me. So anyway, well, that's a funny expression. I usually don't sit here in this screen that often. I like it. So there it is, teenage me, sort of, with a scar. Also, I just found out that you could put the hood up and down on the robe, so new discoveries. All right, here we go. So we are going to do the divination class because I feel like this is something I would like to have on my channel so that people who are on my channel for tarot and oracle reasons could see how these subjects get presented in a magical game in the Hogwarts world, which is to say, usually with some disrespect and only moderate level of comprehension. Okay, so I just killed a bunch of people here, and now we're going to go back and do this quest, the divination class. So it's Professor Onai's assignment. Attend divination class during the day. So you may have noticed it's not daytime, it's nighttime. So we're going to switch that. But first I'll get us over to the classroom. So let's see. We want the divination classroom. And let's get there. And then we'll switch to day. If you don't know how to do day and you're playing this game, it's kind of funny not to see myself on the screen.
For Zenobia's gobstones.
Okay, so to get to the daytime, you go to the map. And it's different on different platforms, but for me, this is PlayStation 5. See down here, you say R3 wait, so I'm going to do that. And that's how I'm going to get to the daytime. And you can, of course, go night. I love how they just like sit down or fall asleep on the floor, and then they just, oh, hello, I'm up. Here we go. Okay, so now it should be daytime. It should be able to take the class. So I'm not going to talk really during this because I want this to be a nice record of what divination class is like. Before I go up the ladder to the divination classroom, I will say that there is a glitch in the game, and if that's happening, in which all the students are just sort of standing still, marching up and down, I'll probably have to say something. But otherwise, there's not going to be a voiceover from me here. Okay, so there's nobody here, so apparently I did not manage to successfully change it from night to day, so we're going to try that again. Okay, I think it worked this time. Ooh, I don't have that page yet. Nope, didn't move fast enough.
knowledgeable.
Okay, I got the weird glitch. I forget what people are calling this, the student cult or something? Okay, had to comment on that. How can you ignore it?
Revelio.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
I hope those assignments were challenging enough for you.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I can't get rid of this feeling of a coming danger.
I see. Know that such omens are not damning if they can at least prepare us. And you are preparing yourself, even now. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy? Excellent. I think you have it.
Leviosa. Sendo.
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do.
I was wondering how you decided to teach divination.
The art of divination is an important yet often misunderstood branch of magic. Those of us who possess the sight are rare, and, as is often the case with the unique among us, we can frequently be misread, even feared. When I was granted the opportunity to teach others about my gift and the good it can do, I was most grateful.
I see. Natty told me that you and she moved here from Uganda, where she had attended Wagadu.
Yes, Natsai and I both loved Uganda and Wagadu, but we are happily settled here now. I had foreseen such a change, but did not know the details until it occurred. I was glad of the outcome. You would be wise to remember that the consequences of our actions are complex. And so, divining what is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or studying the bottom of a teacup.
I find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing. That is one word for it. And I'm certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the days ahead. You are a student at Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding world are forever navigating the seemingly inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now, I know that we both have places to be. Not because I have the sight, mind you, but because I am a professor and you are a student. I have enjoyed our conversation.
Okay, so that was the beginning of a divination class with Professor Anai. I thought we'd just take a moment to enjoy this classroom. It's really just so beautiful. The textures, it has really this lovely international flair because they're from, the Onai family is from Uganda. So she has a daughter. I don't want to spoil any kind of plot, but yeah, it's okay to just say this. They're friends. Her daughter is a student, so that's a friend. But look how pretty this room is, and it's all light. And look, they've got astrology symbols up around here. And the windows, they've got the sun and the moon, which shows up in some places, I think. And I love the fact that our professor has combined some, what we think of as traditional African textures or textiles with, look, these sort of medieval tapestries, right? And look, we've got some masks on the wall, which they're very beautiful. Let's look at this globe a little bit. So there are all these globes in the game that you can run around spinning. Two silly things, spinning the globes and petting the cats. So this is interesting because it doesn't have any continents. There's just animals. I wonder if these represent the continents in some way. Or is it the sky? Are these astrological symbols, astronomical constellations? Perhaps. All right, let's look at the rest of it. So we've got these really great little tufts seats. And on this table, we've got, I wish we could do a close-up. So that just looks like written notes and letters on that table. And let's see what else we've got. Let's look at her desk. Oh, she's got a very neat desk, hasn't she? All right, let's see what's... And very neat bookcases. We don't know who that woman is in the portrait. She's not moving, though. Can we get a look at this? So that's interesting that she would have scales in this divination classroom. Well-worn chair. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Okay, we'll go back to our tables down here. More tuft chairs, and what's this? Letters. Now they were reading cards one other time I was in here earlier. And I posted a video, which I will link once this has all been uploaded and everything. I will post a link at the end of this that has some students looking at cards in the astronomy class and being scolded by the astronomy professor. All right, so we've got the palmistry hand, which we got that little note about earlier. And we have a couple of crystal balls. Nice assortment of teacups. It seems to be a part of the wizarding world that everybody stacks their teacups like this. And I have to say, I've never tried it. But I do put my teacups like that, which doesn't always work out well. All right, what else have we got over here? Okay, and what's on her blackboard? There always seem to be these calculations and sort of steampunk inventions on the blackboards in the different classes. So we'll just look at this for a second. You're not sure what that would have to do exactly with divination. We've got some glyphs or sigils of some sort on the bottom. All right, I think we've kind of looked at everything. There's that one corner. Shall we blast this guy again? Practice our... There we go. We've got the pulso down. I am looking forward to actually using that in combat and lifting people up and slamming them down on the ground. Sick? Maybe a little bit. Okay, what was the thing I wanted to... Oh, I wanted to see what was over here in this corner. No, just... Okay, I think that's it. And there's that tapestry, which... Is this Merlin, perhaps? Is that supposed to be death? It seems like that's supposed to be death. I'm not sure what the bird is, and I do not recognize the constellation, but I hope it is a constellation that is a real thing. That would be nice, but that would be very nerdy. So, and how about that chandelier? That's awesome. All right, so now we'll go down the little ladder. You can see how you leave this classroom. Sorry for the camera work. I do my best, but I'm not really great with the, let's see. Here we go.
I'd better keep an eye
So
on
a lot
high
of sound
places
effects,
around the
right?
school for Zenobia's gobstones.
And we've got these little sensors here at the bottom. And I suppose that this is, this is a nod to what's going on up the stairs. We've got these divination tools. So overall, my feeling about the divination classroom in Hogwarts Legacy is this is definitely the most respectful version of divination I've seen in the wizarding world, better than we've had in any other game. And overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So, and now I'll show off how I learned how I can put my hood down, because I'm very pleased with this. And then we'll sign off. Look at this. See how it says right here. Whoops, I guess I can't highlight that. See on the, it says hood on or off with the triangle. Hood off, on. Ha! I love that. Okay, that has nothing to do with divination, but I just figured out today, and considering the fact that I have 50 hours in the game, it took me a while to get there. So it's me, Clementia, signing off, saying thanks for taking a look at what the divination class is all about. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's probably one of the gobstones. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Well, let's see if it's a gobstone. Let's see if I can grab it. Nope. This one.
Here.
Oh, that's one of Zenobia's
Yep,
gobstones.
I got a
I
gobstone.
hardly see what all
Okay.
the fuss is
I
about.
just spoiled something for somebody. That's where one of the gobstones is. All right. Thanks for viewing it. If you're a card slinger, I hope you found this interesting. And if you're a gamer, I thought maybe you would find it interesting to have a card slinger's insight into this. Take care, be well, and find something beautiful about your evening or your day, whatever it is.